When we talk about staging a home to prep it for sale, a lot of people get in their minds that it's about bringing in all new furniture and lots of different decor and all those different things. And in some ways, it can be that. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about home staging on a budget, affordable ways that you can prepare your home for the market and make it shine for the photos and for all those who are coming in. It doesn't need to be a daunting task. It doesn't need to be super expensive, but with a little creativity and some budget-friendly ideas, I think that you're going to find a lot of value in this video. Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of our weekly blogs. Super excited to have you here. So we're going to be talking about home staging on a budget. Yes, we're going to have affordable ways to make your home shine today. So let's launch right in. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is really decluttering and depersonalizing your property. Now, you have heard this on every HGTV show ever made. And this is truly, truly the first step in staging a home. So the first thing that I want to have you do is we're going to start with as clean a slate as we possibly can. All right. We're going to go through and we're going to declutter. We all have a lot of tchotchkes, collectibles, things that we like, all those kind of things. And so this is going to be a perfect time for you to go through and consider what you want to keep for the future and what you don't. So we're going to go through and we're going to sort and store. All right, so step number one, sort and store. That means you are going to go through all of your belongings and you're going to sort them into three different piles. The first one is trash. This thing has served its time. Nobody else wants it. We're throwing it away. The second one is going to be a keep. And then the third one is a donate. Okay, now we're going to go back to the keep one and we're going to say, okay, from this keep, is there stuff that we should leave out or is there stuff we should put in a box and store until we get into our new property? All right. So if you have a lot of stuff that falls into that, we're going to keep it, but it's not useful in storage. Well, then you might want to consider using a storage unit, renting a storage unit. Now, I'm going to tell you garages are fine for not too much stuff. But if you're going to pack that garage floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and nobody can actually see what the garage has to offer, then we may want to consider going out and renting a storage unit for just a small amount of time. That is going to keep your property clutter-free and you won't have to part with those belongings permanently. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to go through and we're going to depersonalize. These are going to be things that are going to be detracting from the home to your future buyer. All right. So quirky decor items. I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. All right. We walked into a house one day and from the front door, you had a straight shot all the way back to the other end of the house. And the wall that we were looking at the other end of the house was, I kid you not, covered top to bottom, wall to wall in crucifixes. Now, I am all about a good religious feeling in a home, but that was a little much. And it was very, very distracting to the people that we brought into that house. Now, got my buyer a great deal because of it, but in order to get top dollar from your house, we want to take all that out. The other example that I have for you is super fun. We walked into a house and they had taken the whole den and turned it into a Lego collectible room. The only thing that we remembered about that house was the Legos that were in the house. So again, we want to depersonalize and remove the memorabilia, the quirky things, everything that is going to basically detract your perfect buyer from being able to envision them setting up house in your property. Okay, now we are going to rearrange some furniture. This is our next step. We're going to optimize furniture by rearranging it and spacing it. We're going to make the most of what we already have. Nobody says you have to go out and buy all new family room furniture or bedroom sets or anything of that. We just need to make sure that we rearrange it so that it makes the room feel as big as possible. That might mean that we remove a couple of pieces and again, put them into that storage unit. But we're going to create this beautiful flow. So We're not going to have too much oversized furniture. We're going to make it so that there's pathways, that there's defined spaces, all those kind of things. We also like to try and work within balance and symmetry. Okay. We like groupings of three if we're going to use decor. But yeah, again, it's just matching lamps on either side of the sofa or the bed. We want cohesive looks. Another great thing that you can do, and I know this is really, really crazy, but you're going to replace all of the light bulbs so that every single light bulb has the same temperature hue. Every light bulb needs to be working, and every light bulb needs to have the same temperature hue throughout the house. It's going to make a huge difference on how your home sells. All right, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to highlight key areas of your home. These are going to be things like your fireplace, your large windows, those kind of just great aspects of your home. So if your backyard is absolutely freaking killer, we want to make sure that outdoor living space is staged and just so inviting, makes everybody want to sit down and stay out there. All right. Now, if we need to, we might want to add some fresh decor. So that's going to be in the form of some budget friendly accents. All right. Maybe some throw blankets or throw pillows, something that's going to add a little color to the room, maybe. But you can find these at like discounts, online stores. Like they don't have to be the highest quality. We just want them to look really great for the short amount of time that we need them. Curtains also make a huge difference. So if you have had the old style valances over your windows, might be time to pull those down and replace them maybe with an updated curtain, something that is not so heavy, maybe something that's a little bit more light and airy, lets the natural light in, and that's going to make the room feel more larger and more inviting. So those kind of inexpensive changes are something that we can do. The other great tool is a mirror. Mirrors create an illusion of space, and they are awesome. You are going to be able to find great mirrors at discount stores, thrift stores, all over the place, but they reflect light and they create the illusion of more space. All right, moving on. There is nothing more important than enhancing your curb appeal. This is the very first impression of your buyer as they pull up to the front of your house. So we want to make sure that that is neat and tidy. We want the lawn mowed, the bushes trimmed, the flower beds weeded. We just need a neat and tidy home, and you need to keep up on it and throughout the entirety of the home selling process. All right, another idea that's not too terribly expensive, maybe a DIY, is that you can paint your front door. Give it a fresh coat of trending paint color, and it's really going to make a big difference on kind of the freshness of the home look. If you don't have a lot of greenery at your house, we're going to also recommend that maybe you add some potted plants or some hanging baskets. Anything that's going to bring some greenery and color to the front of the entryway of your house is going to be awesome. Okay, now let's move on to maybe some additional DIY projects that could be fun, could be helpful. We're going to get creative on some of these things, and we're hopefully going to save a little money by doing it. So there's a lot of DIY projects throughout your home that you can do that are going to make a big difference without spending a lot of money. And the first one is paint. Paint is the quickest and easiest and cheapest way to transform a room. Now, if you had, like I had in the past, our daughter had a room where we painted one of the walls hot pink because it was exactly what she wanted. But to go and sell that house, we needed to neutralize that pink. So we went back in, we repainted it so that it was the same color as all the rest of the house, depersonalized it. Now a little boy can move in that room just as well as a little girl or grandma or anybody else. All right. So paint, choose neutral colors that are going to appeal to the widest possible range of buyers. All right. The next one, update your hardware. Or if your cabinets don't have hardware, now is the time to update those cabinets with some fresh hardware. So let's make sure we've got those looking updated, our doorknobs, our light fixtures, anything that is dated, we can just replace those out, not too expensively, with something a little bit more modern. And it's going to give our home an instantaneous facelift with an updated look. All right, the next one. This is probably one of my favorite ones, and that is to create some art. You can make your own wall art, modern art, whatever. It is so fun to go get some canvas, some paint, some stencils. A personalized art piece can be so much fun. Now, if you're selling a family home, this is something that one of my sellers did that I thought was adorable. They had already in their home kind of a, I'm going to call it a wire with hooks where they were already displaying their kids' art from school. What they did is they actually took down all of the children's art, and the children created some welcome home, buy our house type signs, and they hung that up so that when potential buyers came into the house, especially the families that we were advertising to, they saw this beautiful display of the children's art. Telling them welcome home, buy our house, that kind of stuff. It was super, super fun. All right, thrifting. You guys, this is another place where you can find great decor that you don't have to spend a lot of money on. So thrift stores, garage sales are freaking gold mines, especially if you are looking for some just temporary affordable furniture, if you're looking for silk plants to kind of add some color, some fun and interesting decor pieces, different photos or things to hang on the wall. So much fun. Look for pieces that can be easily updated if you need to as well. We love stores like HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Target. They offer stylish current home decor at really reasonable prices. So check out some of those places, as well as Amazon, maybe some of your other ones. We like Craigslist. We like Facebook Marketplace. We like OfferUp. All those places are typically going to have great deals for you that you can use to kind of spruce up the house and get it all ready on a budget. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. We've had so much fun giving you some of our best home decor and staging tips on a budget. Hope you get a little bit of inspiration, whether you're moving or not moving. Maybe you can find a couple things in this video. If you have any additional ideas, we would love you to put them in the comments below. So please add those to the comments below. If you found this helpful, give us a like, give us a subscribe, maybe put a comment down below, and for sure share this with someone you know that could use this information. Thanks so much for watching. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll see you in our next video.